Cats hold a special place in Islamic tradition, revered not only for their elegance and independence, but also for their unique spiritual significance. Throughout history, they have been seen as more than just pets. They are considered companions that bring peace and tranquility into homes. In Islam, the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, displayed great affection for cats, treating them with kindness and respect, and encouraging his followers to do the same. His teachings emphasize the importance of caring for all creatures, but cats, in particular, have been granted a unique status. The relationship between Islam and cats is deeply intertwined with concepts of purity, compassion, and even mysticism. Unlike other animals that may be regarded as ritually impure, cats are considered clean and are even allowed to roam freely in homes and mosques. This special status reflects the gentle and compassionate nature of Islamic teachings, which extend beyond human interactions to encompass all of God's creation. The Prophet Muhammad's PBUH, kindness toward cats, is not merely anecdotal. It serves as a guiding principle for millions of Muslims worldwide, reminding them that mercy and respect should be extended to all living beings. Beyond their cultural and religious significance, cats have long been associated with mystery and an ability to perceive things beyond human understanding. Many believe that cats possess an innate awareness of the unseen, able to sense spiritual presences in ways that humans cannot. This belief is not exclusive to Islam, but is found across cultures, where cats have been regarded as guardians of the home, protectors against negative energy, and even creatures with a deep connection to the supernatural. In this discussion, we will explore the profound role that cats play in Islamic teachings, the historical reverence they have received, and the scientific insights that support their fascinating nature. By the end of this journey, it will become clear why these graceful creatures hold a revered status and why their presence in our lives is far more meaningful than we often realize. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, demonstrated deep compassion and kindness towards all living creatures, but his love for cats was especially notable. His interactions with them were not just acts of affection. They served as lessons in mercy, empathy, and respect for all of God's creation. Cats were not seen as mere animals in his household, but were treated as part of the family, with their own rights and place in the community. His example set a precedent for how Muslims should interact with animals, emphasizing the importance of treating them with dignity and care. One of the most well-known stories about the Prophet's PBUH, kindness towards cats, involves his cat, Muezza. It is said that one day, as the Prophet, PBUH, was preparing to stand for prayer, he found Muezza sleeping on the sleeve of his robe. Rather than disturbing her, he gently cut off the sleeve and left her undisturbed. This small but significant act reflects the depth of his compassion, showing that he prioritized the comfort of even the smallest of creatures. Such gestures were not isolated incidents, but part of a broader philosophy that he taught to his followers. His love for cats extended beyond his personal interactions. He made it clear that harming or neglecting them carried spiritual consequences. In one well-known hadith, the Prophet, PBUH, narrated the story of a woman who was punished in the hereafter because she had imprisoned a cat, refusing to feed it or let it fend for itself. The cat eventually died of starvation, and as a result, the woman faced divine retribution. In contrast, another hadith tells the story of a woman who, despite her many sins, was granted entry into paradise simply because she gave water to a thirsty cat. These examples highlight the weight of responsibility that humans have towards animals and how acts of kindness, no matter how small, are deeply valued in Islam. Beyond the spiritual and ethical teachings, the Prophet, peace be upon him, also recognized the practical benefits of having cats around. Cats were often present in mosques and homes, where they helped control pests and maintain cleanliness. Unlike some other animals, they were considered ritually pure, which meant that their presence did not interfere with acts of worship. It is narrated that the Prophet, PBUH, once performed ablution, wudu, using water from which a cat had previously drunk, emphasizing that their cleanliness was not a concern in matters of religious purity. This understanding reinforced the idea that cats were not only companions, but were also in harmony with the spiritual practices of daily life. The Prophet's PBUH gentle treatment of cats was a reflection of his broader approach to life, one that embraced mercy, patience, and a deep sense of interconnectedness with all of creation. His actions taught his followers that every creature, no matter how small, is deserving of love and respect. This reverence for cats continues to be deeply embedded in Islamic culture, influencing how they are treated in Muslim societies to this day. The stories of the Prophet's PBUH kindness serve as timeless reminders of the importance of compassion, demonstrating that the way we treat animals is a reflection of our own humanity and spiritual character. In Islam, cleanliness is an essential aspect of faith, deeply intertwined with daily rituals and spiritual well-being. Among all animals, cats hold a unique status due to their inherent cleanliness and the Prophet Muhammad's, peace and blessings be upon him, teachings regarding their purity. Unlike other animals that may carry a degree of ritual impurity, cats are seen as clean creatures, allowing them to move freely within homes and even enter mosques. Their cleanliness is not merely a matter of convenience, but is deeply rooted in Islamic principles that recognize their natural hygiene and their harmonious existence alongside humans. One of the most significant narrations that highlights the purity of cats is an instance where the Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, performed ablution using water from which a cat had previously drunk. This action reaffirmed that their presence and interaction with food or water did not render these elements impure. This view differs from rulings regarding other animals, reinforcing the idea that cats are exceptional in their cleanliness and are not a cause for ritual impurity. The fact that they are permitted in places of worship further emphasizes their special status in Islam, as mosques are sacred spaces where cleanliness is paramount. Beyond their ritual purity, the Prophet, peace be upon him, also emphasized the importance of treating cats with care and ensuring their well-being. He encouraged people to feed them, provide them with water, and never harm or neglect them. There are numerous accounts of the Prophet, PBUH, reminding his companions that kindness to animals, especially cats, is not just a moral obligation, but a spiritual duty. The connection between cats and cleanliness extends to the idea that they contribute to a pure and peaceful environment, bringing blessings into the homes that care for them. Cats themselves are known for their meticulous grooming habits, constantly cleaning their fur and maintaining a level of hygiene that is uncommon among many other animals. Their tendency to keep themselves clean further solidifies their image as creatures that align with Islamic values of purity. Their presence in a household is often associated with tranquility, and many believe that they have a calming effect on their surroundings. Some traditions even hold that cats help ward off negative energy and bring a sense of spiritual harmony to those who care for them. The emphasis on cleanliness in Islam extends beyond physical hygiene to encompass moral and spiritual purity. Just as Muslims strive to keep their bodies, homes, and places of worship clean, they are encouraged to extend this practice to their treatment of animals. The Prophet Muhammad's, PBUH, teachings about cats align with this broader philosophy, illustrating that cleanliness is not just a personal practice, but one that extends to the care of all living beings. His example serves as a reminder that maintaining a clean and pure environment involves compassion, responsibility, and respect for the creatures that share our world. The presence of cats in Islamic history and teachings is a testament to the deep connection between faith and nature. Their cleanliness, gentle demeanor, and spiritual significance make them beloved companions in many Muslim households. The Prophet's, PBUH, actions and words continue to inspire kindness towards them, reinforcing the idea that treating animals with care is not just an act of mercy, but an integral part of living a righteous life. In Islam, the cleanliness and purity of cats serve as an example of the natural harmony that exists within creation. encouraging believers to embrace these values in their daily lives. Cats have long been associated with mystery and spirituality, and in Islam, they hold a particularly revered status. Beyond their physical beauty and grace, they are often seen as creatures with a deep spiritual presence. Many Muslims believe that cats possess an extraordinary awareness that allows them to sense things beyond human perception. This belief aligns with broader Islamic teachings that acknowledge the existence of unseen forces, including angels and jinn, which are part of the divine order of creation. Cats, with their silent, watchful nature, are sometimes thought to have a connection to these hidden realms. One of the most common observations regarding cats is their tendency to stare intently at spaces that appear empty to human eyes. This behavior has led many to speculate that they can see or perceive entities that are beyond the range of human sight. Some Islamic traditions suggest that cats have the ability to sense spiritual beings, making them unique among animals. This belief is not exclusive to Islam, but is echoed in various cultures, where cats have been regarded as guardians that protect their homes from negative energies. Their quiet and composed demeanor, coupled with their unpredictable yet deliberate actions, often gives the impression that they are attuned to something greater than what is visible. Islamic history and teachings further support the idea that cats have a special place in the spiritual world. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, displayed exceptional kindness towards them, treating them not only as companions, but as respected creatures with their own significance. Some scholars believe that this special treatment is linked to their perceived purity and their role in maintaining spiritual and physical cleanliness. Cats are known for their meticulous grooming habits, which align with the Islamic emphasis on cleanliness as a sign of faith. Their presence in homes is often associated with blessings and a sense of tranquility, and many believe that a household that cares for cats is one that is protected from unseen harm. There are also deeper interpretations of a cat's role in Islamic spirituality, particularly their perceived ability to detect good and evil. Some traditions suggest that cats are naturally drawn to spaces of peace and positivity, while avoiding areas that carry a negative or heavy presence. Their behavior around certain individuals is sometimes taken as a sign of that person's inner state. If a cat shows trust and affection towards someone, it is often seen as a reflection of that person's kindness and pure heart. Conversely, if a cat instinctively avoids someone, some believe that it could be sensing something about that person's spiritual energy. The link between cats and spiritual symbolism extends beyond observation and belief into the realm of Islamic ethics. The Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, emphasized kindness towards cats. And this instruction is not merely about animal welfare, but about developing a broader sense of mercy and respect for all of God's creatures. By treating cats well, Muslims are reminded to cultivate patience, empathy, and a deep awareness of the interconnectedness of all living beings. This approach fosters a sense of humility, recognizing that humans are not the only creatures with a role in God's divine plan. The presence of a cat in a home often brings a feeling of calm, and some believe that this tranquility is a sign of their spiritual alignment with positive forces. Their gentle, non-intrusive nature allows them to coexist harmoniously with humans, and their independent yet affectionate behavior mirrors the balance between self-sufficiency and companionship. Whether they are seen as protectors, silent observers, or even beings with a unique connection to the unseen world, cats remain creatures of profound spiritual significance. They serve as reminders of the beauty, mystery, and wisdom inherent in creation, offering lessons in patience, grace, and respect for all life. Islam places immense emphasis on kindness, mercy, and compassion, not only towards fellow human beings, but also towards animals. The teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, serve as a profound reminder of the responsibility that humans have in ensuring the well-being of all creatures. Within Islamic teachings, animals are not simply a part of the world for human use. They are fellow creations of God, deserving of care and respect. Among them, cats hold a particularly special place, and the way they are treated is seen as a reflection of one's character and faith. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was known for his immense kindness towards animals, and he often reminded his followers that cruelty toward any living being is a serious offense. One of the most famous hadiths regarding this subject tells the story of a woman who was severely punished in the hereafter because she had imprisoned a cat, neither feeding it nor allowing it to seek food on its own. The cat eventually perished, and because of her cruelty, she was condemned. This account serves as a stark warning about the consequences of neglect and mistreatment. On the other hand, another hadith tells of a woman whose sins were forgiven simply because she showed mercy to a thirsty cat and provided it with water. These two contrasting stories highlight the immense significance of even the smallest acts of kindness toward animals. The Quran itself reinforces this ethic of compassion by describing humanity's role as stewards of the earth. This role comes with the responsibility of caring for the creatures that inhabit it. Animals are considered part of God's creation, and their treatment is taken into account in the moral and spiritual balance of an individual. The way one interacts with animals, particularly those that are vulnerable or in need, is a direct reflection of their moral compass. The Prophet, peace be upon him, instructed his followers to treat all animals with kindness, ensuring that they are provided with food, water, and shelter. He warned against overburdening them, striking them, or causing them unnecessary suffering. These teachings are not just meant to promote better treatment of animals, but also to cultivate a sense of empathy, which is central to Islamic teachings. Cats in particular are seen as creatures that bring blessings into a home, and caring for them is considered a noble act. Their presence is associated with peace, and in many Muslim cultures, feeding and sheltering stray cats is a common practice. Mosques, marketplaces, and homes in Islamic societies often have cats roaming freely, treated with warmth and generosity. This approach to animal welfare is not based on obligation alone, but on a deeper understanding that kindness to animals is a form of worship, a way to draw closer to God through acts of mercy. The lessons of Islamic animal welfare go beyond prohibitions against cruelty. They encourage an active role in ensuring that animals are treated with dignity. The Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, once saw a donkey that had been branded on its face, and he expressed his disapproval, instructing that no animal should be harmed unnecessarily. Another time, he spoke against overloading camels, urging their owners to treat them fairly. These examples demonstrate that in Islam, animals are not to be seen as mere possessions, but as living beings with rights and needs. Even in matters of necessity, such as using animals for food, Islam emphasizes humane treatment. The Prophet, peace be upon him, instructed that if an animal must be sacrificed, it should be done with the utmost care and without causing unnecessary distress. This guidance underscores the ethical framework that Islam provides, ensuring that even in difficult circumstances, dignity and mercy remain at the forefront. Islamic teachings on kindness toward animals, especially cats, serve as a reminder of the broader message of compassion that lies at the heart of the faith. The Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, led by example, demonstrating that even the smallest acts of care, providing food, water, and safety, carry spiritual weight. The way animals are treated is not just about them. It is about who we are as individuals and how we embody the values of mercy and responsibility. True righteousness is reflected not only in worship, but in how one interacts with all of God's creatures, recognizing their place in the divine order and honoring their right to live with dignity. Cats have long fascinated scientists and researchers due to their unique physical abilities, behavioral patterns, and deep connection with humans. While Islam highlights the spiritual significance of cats, modern science offers remarkable insights into their nature, shedding light on why these animals have been revered across cultures and time. Their agility, intelligence, and sensitivity to their surroundings make them one of the most intriguing creatures in the animal kingdom. Through scientific exploration, many of their behaviors and traits can now be better understood, reinforcing the admiration they have always commanded. One of the most fascinating aspects of cats is their extraordinary sense of balance and coordination. Unlike many other animals, they possess a highly flexible spine, which enables them to twist their bodies mid-air and land on their feet when they fall. This ability, known as the riding reflex, is developed when they are only a few weeks old and is crucial for their survival in the wild. Their skeletal structure is designed for agility, with lightweight bones and powerful muscles that allow them to jump up to 6 times their body length in a single leap. This physical adaptability makes them not only excellent hunters, but also creatures that move with an almost ethereal grace. Beyond their physical prowess, cats are known for their exceptional sensory abilities. Their eyesight is particularly remarkable, allowing them to see in near total darkness. This is due to the high concentration of rod cells in their retinas and the presence of the tapetum lucidum, a layer of reflective tissue that enhances their night vision. This ability makes them highly efficient nocturnal hunters, capable of detecting the slightest movement even in dim light. Their hearing is equally impressive, as they can detect frequencies up to 64,000 hertz, far beyond the range of human hearing. This acute sense allows them to pick up the faintest sounds, from the rustling of prey to ultrasonic communication used by small animals like rodents. Another aspect of their uniqueness lies in their communication. While cats are often considered solitary creatures, research has shown that they develop distinct ways of interacting with humans, separate from how they communicate with other cats. Unlike wild cats, domesticated cats have adapted to use a wide variety of vocalizations, including meows, purrs, chirps, and even trills, to express their emotions and needs. Each cat's meow is different and is often tailored to their human companions, much like a language developed over time. Purring, one of their most distinct vocal traits, has been studied extensively, revealing surprising benefits. While purring is commonly associated with contentment, research suggests that cats also purr when they are in pain or stressed, possibly as a form of self-healing. Studies indicate that the frequency of a cat's purr, typically between 25 and 150 hertz, has therapeutic effects that promote bone density and tissue regeneration, which may explain why injured cats tend to recover faster than other animals. Cats also exhibit a high level of emotional intelligence, forming strong bonds with their human caregivers. They have been observed to recognize their owner's voice and can respond to their emotions, often offering comfort during times of distress. Unlike dogs, which rely heavily on social structures, cats display a unique blend of independence and affection, creating a companionship that is both subtle and deeply meaningful. This connection between humans and cats is not only psychological but also physiological, as studies have shown that petting a cat can reduce stress and lower blood pressure, contributing to overall well-being. The mysterious nature of cats extends to their behaviors, many of which still puzzle scientists today. They often exhibit behaviors that suggest an acute awareness of their environment, reacting to unseen stimuli with intense focus. Some researchers believe this heightened perception is due to their ability to detect changes in air pressure, vibrations, or even electromagnetic fields, which may explain why cats are sometimes seen reacting to things humans cannot perceive. In Islamic tradition, this sensitivity has long been associated with their ability to detect unseen spiritual presences, a belief that aligns with modern scientific observations of their heightened awareness. The relationship between cats and humans dates back thousands of years, with archaeological evidence showing that cats were domesticated as early as 7,500 BC. Unlike dogs, which were bred to follow commands, cats have retained much of their wild instincts, choosing companionship on their own terms. This independent, yet loyal nature has contributed to their enduring presence in human society, where they are both admired and deeply valued. Science continues to uncover new insights into the fascinating world of cats, confirming much of what has been observed about their remarkable abilities and behavior. Their physical agility, sensory perception, unique communication, and deep emotional connection with humans make them truly exceptional creatures. Whether viewed through a scientific or spiritual lens, their presence in the world is one of wonder, mystery, and profound significance. Throughout history, cats have held a significant place in various cultures, often regarded with reverence, mystery, and even divine status. Their presence in human society dates back thousands of years, with their role evolving from mere hunters to cherished companions. Across civilizations, from ancient Egypt to Islamic traditions and beyond, cats have been symbols of grace, protection, and even spiritual significance. In ancient Egypt, cats were not only domesticated, but also worshipped as sacred beings. The Egyptian goddess Bastet, often depicted as a lioness or a domestic cat, was associated with protection, fertility, and home life. Killing a cat, even accidentally, was considered a grave offense punishable by death, reflecting the deep respect Egyptians had for these creatures. Many households kept cats not only to control pests, but also as guardians of the home, believing that they could ward off evil spirits. When a family cat passed away, the entire household would mourn, often shaving their eyebrows as a sign of grief. Cats were mummified and buried with great care, further highlighting their esteemed status in Egyptian society. Moving into the medieval period, the perception of cats varied dramatically across different regions. In Europe, during the Middle Ages, cats were unfortunately associated with superstition and witchcraft. Black cats, in particular, were believed to be the companions of witches, and during the height of the witch hunts, thousands of cats were killed in an attempt to ward off evil. This widespread killing of cats ironically contributed to the spread of the Black Plague, as the loss of natural rodent predators allowed rat populations to flourish, worsening the disease's transmission. In contrast, Islamic culture has historically embraced cats as creatures of purity and companionship. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, displayed deep affection for cats, treating them with kindness and respect. His love for these animals influenced Islamic societies, where cats were welcomed in homes, markets, and even mosques. Unlike dogs, which are considered to require special purification rituals after contact, cats were seen as ritually clean. They were allowed to roam freely in places of worship, often sleeping in courtyards and receiving food from worshippers. Many Islamic scholars and historical figures kept cats as companions, and it was common for libraries and religious institutions to house them as protectors of valuable manuscripts, preventing damage from rodents. Japan and other parts of Asia also developed unique cultural associations with cats. In Japan, the maneki neko, or beckoning cat, is a popular symbol of good fortune and prosperity. This figurine, often found in businesses and homes, is believed to bring wealth and positive energy to its owners. The origins of this belief trace back to Japanese folklore, where a cat's gesture was thought to have saved a nobleman from danger. In China, cats were valued for their ability to protect crops and food supplies, and they were seen as symbols of luck and longevity. The role of cats in literature and art further reflects their deep cultural impact. From the enigmatic cats in the poetry of T.S. Eliot to their mysterious presence in fairy tales and folklore, they have long been depicted as creatures of wisdom, independence, and sometimes even mischief. In the Islamic world, classical poetry and stories often describe cats as graceful beings, embodying qualities of both serenity and curiosity. In modern times, their cultural significance has only grown, with cats remaining one of the most beloved pets worldwide, inspiring films, literature, and internet culture. Despite the varying perspectives on cats throughout history, one constant remains. They have been deeply intertwined with human civilization, transcending geographical and cultural boundaries. Whether as divine beings, guardians of the home, or cherished companions, their role in history speaks to their unique and enduring relationship with people. Across centuries and cultures, cats have been recognized for their elegance, intelligence, and mystique, making them more than just pets but symbols of protection, spirituality, and companionship. The bond between humans and cats is one of quiet companionship, built on mutual trust and understanding. Unlike many other domesticated animals, cats are not dependent on human beings for social structure, yet they choose to form deep connections with those who care for them. This unique relationship is defined by a balance between independence and affection, making the presence of a cat both comforting and intriguing. Their ability to sense emotions, respond to human moods, and provide silent support has made them beloved companions for centuries. Cats communicate in subtle ways, using body language, soft vocalizations, and even their gaze to interact with humans. They recognize their owners' voices and often develop specific ways of expressing their needs. While dogs may be more overt in their affection, cats demonstrate their bond in quieter, more intimate ways. A slow blink from a cat, for instance, is considered a gesture of trust and affection, something that strengthens the relationship between a cat and its human. Their habit of rubbing against people is another sign of deep familiarity, marking their human as part of their territory and family. There is something profoundly soothing about a cat's presence. Studies have shown that the act of petting a cat can reduce stress and anxiety, lower blood pressure, and even promote heart health. The rhythmic sound of purring has a calming effect, not only for the cat itself, but for the people around it. Many cat owners find that their pets seem to instinctively know when they need comfort, curling up beside them during moments of sadness or stress. This emotional connection is not just one-sided. Cats also form strong attachments to their humans and can experience distress when separated from them. In Islamic teachings, kindness to animals is a reflection of one's faith and character, and the companionship of a cat is often seen as a blessing. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, demonstrated this bond through his interactions with cats, treating them with affection and respect. Many Muslims who keep cats believe that they bring peace and harmony into their homes, providing companionship that is both gentle and spiritually enriching. This bond is built on respect rather than dominance. Cats choose whom they trust, and when a cat offers its affection, it is a gift rather than an expectation. Unlike animals that rely on hierarchy, cats form relationships based on personal connection, allowing their human companions to be part of their world without needing to control them. This dynamic fosters a companionship that feels equal rather than one-sided, creating a sense of mutual appreciation. For many people, a cat is more than just a pet. It is a source of comfort, joy, and even healing. The presence of a cat can turn a house into a home, filling spaces with warmth and companionship. Their independent yet affectionate nature makes them ideal companions for those seeking a quiet but meaningful bond, one that requires patience and understanding, but is rewarded with trust and loyalty. This deep, often unspoken connection between humans and cats is what makes them such special creatures, weaving their way into the hearts and lives of those who welcome them. The special status of cats in Islam, history, and culture is a testament to their unique role in the world. They are not merely pets, but beings that symbolize purity, tranquility, and companionship. The teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, demonstrate a deep respect for these creatures, emphasizing kindness, mercy, and the ethical treatment of all animals. His actions serve as a timeless example of how humans should interact with not only cats, but all living beings, treating them with compassion and dignity. The way he cared for and appreciated cats speaks to a broader Islamic principle of stewardship, reminding believers that the care of animals is part of their moral and spiritual duties. Beyond their spiritual significance, science has revealed fascinating aspects of feline behavior and physiology that further elevate their mystique. Their extraordinary agility, keen senses, and deep emotional intelligence allow them to connect with humans in a way that is both subtle and profound. Their ability to comfort, detect emotions, and provide companionship demonstrates that their presence is more meaningful than it may seem on the surface. Scientific studies on the therapeutic benefits of a cat's purr, their unique communication with humans, and their sensitivity to their surroundings align with the belief that cats possess an almost supernatural awareness of the world around them. This combination of scientific understanding and spiritual reverence makes them creatures of both wonder and admiration. Historically, cats have occupied an esteemed position in various cultures, from the sacred status they held in ancient Egypt to their role as symbols of good fortune in Japan. In Islamic societies, their presence in mosques and homes is a reflection of the values of cleanliness and kindness. The way they have been treated throughout history speaks to their ability to form deep and meaningful bonds with humans. Even in modern times, the role of cats has not diminished, and they continue to be one of the most beloved animals worldwide. Their independence, coupled with their affectionate nature, makes them ideal companions who bring joy and tranquility to their surroundings. The bond between humans and cats goes beyond simple companionship. It is a relationship built on mutual trust and respect, where the presence of a cat in a household is often seen as a sign of peace and comfort. Their ability to bring joy without demanding constant attention, to offer companionship while maintaining their independence, and to provide moments of reflection through their calm demeanor, all contribute to their unique place in the world. They are creatures that do not impose but rather exist alongside humans, enhancing their lives in subtle yet profound ways. Reflecting on all these aspects, it becomes clear why cats are considered special in Islam and beyond. Their spiritual symbolism, historical reverence, scientific intrigue, and deep emotional connection with humans make them truly remarkable creatures. They serve as reminders of the beauty of creation, teaching patience, kindness, and appreciation for life's small but significant blessings. The lessons they offer, whether through their gentle presence, their ability to sense emotions, or their unwavering independence, encourage humans to approach life with a greater sense of mindfulness and gratitude. Their place in the world, both spiritually and practically, ensures that they will continue to be cherished companions for generations to come. Thank you for watching Islamic Insights. If you enjoyed this video and found it beneficial, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on faith, history, and spirituality. May Allah bless you with knowledge and guidance. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.